we are going to make a tetrahedron. A tetrahedron has 4 triangular faces. Each triangle is equilateral. There we go. It's a lovely little piece here. This is one of our platonic solids. There are different ways to make tetrahedrons. This one here requires 2 sheets of paper that you fold the right way and insert together. And that one's nice. But I like this one. I like this one. Yes, and this is the one we're going to make here, even though it's a bit trickier than that one, but it has some advantages. So let's give this one a try. To do this, you're going to need 6 sheets of square paper. Any 6 sheets of paper will do. You can go with different colors or the same color. It doesn't matter. But 6 sheets of paper and a pair of scissors. So once you've got your 6 sheets of paper, square paper of course, and a pair of scissors, let us begin. Take one of your sheets of paper, and if yours, like mine, is colored on one side and not on the other, we want to start with the colored side down. Okay? And let us begin by folding this precisely in half. There we go. Creasing right there. And right there. And you can see, lovely, look at that. Corners all match up. Wonderful, wonderful. Okay, go and unfold that. Now, this next fold is probably the trickiest one. We're going to fold this up so that this corner right here matches up with this center crease. And this corner down here forms a nice sharp point there. Now, the best way to do this, in my estimation, is I'm going to focus only on what's happening down in this corner. So I'm just going to nudge this up and down until I get the corner here that I want. Yeah, so right there I would say. So I'm going to crease just that. Then making sure this is lined up here, then I'll crease up the rest of the way. Good. There you go. So once you've managed that fold, I think you're going to be just fine. So from here, we folded this corner up, so this edge runs from the center crease down to this corner, nice and tight, nice and tight. Good. Now, unfold that and spin this around a bit, because now we're going to take this edge here and fold it in right along that crease we just made. And if you do that, again, we should get a nice tight, look at that, beautiful, nice tight point right there. And crease this. There we go. Lovely. Look at that, would you? That's beautiful. Beautiful. All right, good. Now, we're going to leave that folded. We're going to turn this way. And again, here's this crease we're talking about right here. We're going to fold this crease down. So this crease that you can barely see right there, you'll be able to see it better on yours, and this crease, which is the back side of this, they're going to match up perfectly right there. So we've got this crease on the back side, this crease here, and this edge here, all going to line up at a perfect little point, intersection right there. And then when you do, fold that all nice and flat. Good. So that's what it should look like now. All right. Now flip it over. You're going to take this whole edge and we're going to fold it over so that this lines up with this folded edge, that little bit of foldage there, and that this crease here, we're just straight along that crease. So all the way up, just straight over. Now when you do this, the paper's not really want to cooperate all that well, so focus on what's happening down here at the bottom. Once I get these lined up, I'm going to mash these so, again, I'm getting a nice tight intersection here, and then I will fold these down. I want to really maintain that intersection there, even if it causes the other things to sort of go awry. So once again, we went from, it was here, we flipped it over, so we're going to take this whole bottom flat edge and fold it up just so it lines up just with that there, nice and straight, and our center crease stays lined up. Look at that. Wonderful. Wonderful. Okay, now we're going to spin this way. I'm going to take this corner right here, going to fold it down right into the corner there, and you see when I do, I get a beautiful equilateral triangle right there. Beautiful. All right, unfold that. Come over here. We're going to take this side and fold it down. Again, I will get a lovely equilateral triangle. There we go. Now you've got this bit hanging out here. We're going to fold that over as well. Crease that nice and tight. Several thicknesses of paper there. And finally, you've got this little bit right there. I'm just going to fold that over so it's out of the way. So fold that all down. Wonderful. So unfold that piece. Now what's going to happen is, you see you've got this pocket on the underside of this flap. We're going to fold this flap over. And then I'm going to take this peak here, that tab, and stick it into that pocket and then mash everything flat. So I'm going to fold this down just a bit here, get this started right in there like so. You see that? And then fold this whole thing over and sort of work it here. Make sure everything gets tucked away. Just about there. And there we go. And sort everything out there so it all fits, and mash it flat. And there you should have an equilateral triangle. Well, not just any equilateral triangle. This equilateral triangle now has a little pocket on each edge. Look at that. Beautiful. Okay, you're going to need 6 of those. And through the magic of video, I happen to have 6 of them ready to go. Well, there's 4 of them. Where'd my other 2 go? There we go. Oh, I don't need 6 because I don't need 6. I only need 4. Huh? Yeah, of course. Did I say 6? I meant 4. Yeah, you need 4 of these. There they are, right there. I've got 4. Excellent. Now, what we need to do, if we look at our original here, we see I've got these are the yellow pieces here. They're being held together by these orange pieces. So that's what the other 2 squares are for. You're going to take another sheet of paper here, and you're going to fold it in fourths. And then you will take your scissors and you will cut this into 4 separate squares. So you'll have 4 little squares like that. But we need 6 of these squares. That's why you needed the 2 extra sheets of paper, because we need 4 from one and 2 from the other. So once you have your squares here, you're going to fold these in half. Unfold it. Now you're going to take each corner and fold it down along the crease you just made. There you go. There's 1 fold. There's 2 folds. There's 3 folds. And there is 4 folds. And then, last but not least, you can fold it back on either the crease you had. I should have done that. It doesn't matter. No one will see these anyway, ideally, just the edges. Anyway, so there we go. So these are sides. These are going to be our connectors. So you're going to need 6 of these. 6 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And now here we go. We're going to assemble our tetrahedron. So pick up a square, a triangle, doesn't matter which one. And you're going to take one of these connectors and stick it in a pocket. Then take another triangle and stick the connector in the pocket in that triangle. There we go. There we go. We're starting. When you introduce the third triangle, right now it can lay flat, but the third triangle, that's when we're starting to get some three-dimensionality to it. So I'll stick that in there. That goes in that pocket right there. And I'll take another one here. One goes in there, and one goes in there. Look at that. Beautiful. Okay, there we go. Now, we still have this open one on the bottom, so let's do this right here. Let's put another one in here. And if I were you, I'd put the other one in the last piece here. So now we will take and put this right there. This one will go right there. And lastly, this one will go right there. And if you carefully just squeeze all that together, you've got yourself a tetrahedron. Now, it doesn't stay together as well as you might like. If I wanted this to be permanent, I would just stick a little bit of glue on each tab before I stuck it in there, so I'm going to hold it nice and tight. But I said that this particular tetrahedron had an advantage over one like this. And that advantage is this. Because we made this out of separate individual triangles, I can use these triangles to explore if there are any other platonic solids that I can make using only triangles. So the tetrahedron was one. It used 4 equilateral triangles. But are there any others I can make using triangles? Well, let's see. I know that if I have 3, I can fit them together tetrahedron style. So I stick the 4th on there and I've got myself a solid. So 4 makes a tetrahedron. I wonder if more than 4, in fact, let's see. Instead of putting 3 together like that, what if I put 4 together? Something like that. Okay, let's see here. Well, that forms a figure we're all familiar with. That, of course, is a pyramid. Well, is that a platonic solid? No, it's not, because platonic solids all have to have the same size face. All triangles, all squares, or all some other regular polygon. But can we make, if we add more triangles, can we make a platonic solid out of this? I'm sure I have no idea. So I'll leave you to fiddle with that. Very good. Thank you.